Welcome to Scotty B's Fitness Journey Podcast. I'm your host, Scott Blomberg. My goal with this podcast is to inform and inspire others to start and continue their fitness journeys by sharing my story. Episode 4, Overcoming Barriers. In this episode, I talk about common barriers to exercising and how I overcame them. Again, I began working out in July of 2021 at the age of 53. First time I've done regular workouts. I now work out 6 days a week. I've improved my diet and incorporated intermittent fasting into my routine. I've lost nearly 90 pounds with the goal to lose another 60 pounds to get down to 250. My other goal is to be able to do pull-ups, which I'm hoping to be able to do when I get down to 250. Barriers to exercise. According to the American Heart Association, the top 4 most common barriers to exercise is not enough time, family or friends don't share your interest, lack of energy or motivation, a feeling of uncertainty, or being uncomfortable at the gym. I'm also going to add a fifth one just because this week I heard of someone at our gym had this excuse for not going to the boot camp workouts, and that is the physical inability to do certain exercises. Lack of time. So for me, this is number one for years. I mean, 53 years to be exact. This was really my number one excuse. I rationalized that by working out, my career was going to get hurt. My family wasn't going to get enough of my time. My best advice to others is you have to make your health a priority. I turned 57 this week, and I can tell you from my personal experience that not making health a priority for many, many years would have led to horrible outcomes. I don't want to know where I would have been if I had not made the decision 3 years ago to go ahead and start exercising. I mean, I could have had a heart attack. I know I was already having mobility problems and they were just going to get worse. And who knows what else I would have experienced. So I made the change. I said, okay, I do have the time for this. Fortunately, my job now, I don't travel very much. It's easy for me to work it into my routine. But even so, I think I could have worked it in sooner had I had put it as a priority for me. Number 2, the family and friends don't share interest. This is something that really it's why I got going is because I saw my business partner, Brody Pedersen, go to the gym every single day. I knew there had to have been a time years ago where he had to decide to go to the gym. And thank goodness he did, because me seeing him go every day told me that I can do it. I can start going every day and help me get past it. Um, Now I can see the effects of me working out, me sharing on here or on Facebook, um, and how that's motivated others. I'm proud to say that by me sharing with others, several people, I mean, we're talking over a dozen people have come to me and said that it's really helped them get back on track. And I know members of my family and friends that now go to the gym on a regular basis. And so it kind of builds on itself. So my advice to everyone is turn that around. Don't look at it as a negative that your family and friends don't share the interest. Rather, you get into it, you share with the others, and let that be a positive motivation for them. The third one was lack of energy and motivation. This was definitely true for me before. I did not have the motivation to go to the gym. I thought that I didn't have the energy. Here's the funny thing about this one that I learned. It actually takes care of itself, because as you start exercising on a regular basis, you'll almost immediately see your energy rise, not fall, because it's just how the body works. And in fact, that additional energy was probably the first tangible result that I saw from working out. And by getting that energy up, seeing that result, well, that in itself was incredible motivation for me to just keep on going. So that's, really in terms of lack of energy, no, it's a misnomer that working out will drain your energy. It's the opposite of that. So let me now talk about the one that I added, physical inability to do exercises. As I've said before, when I started, I probably couldn't do half of the exercises in the boot camps, but I just did what I could. I got the trainers to help me modify each of the exercises. And over time, I added more and more to my routine, as I've talked about in terms of the progress there. But here's the other thing is, like I said, I heard about someone this week that made a decision not to go to boot camps because they couldn't do all the exercises. Well, I still can't do all of the exercises. I've been going for over 3 years, and I'll tell you, last Saturday when we had our Saturday boot camp, um, I think I counted 4 exercises that I was unable to do exactly the way that we had to. Well, fortunately, I know how to modify, and the point there is just keep moving. And that's why I keep on telling myself, keep moving, do something. Yes, the exercise in front of you is not possible now, maybe someday, but modify, keep moving, don't give up on it. It means too much to just keep on going. And so I didn't give up on those 4 exercises. Um, Probably on a daily basis, there's like one or two, maybe not as many as 4 anymore, but 1 or 2 exercises that I do have to modify. I mean, just this morning we did box jumps. I can't do a 20-inch box jump, which is kind of the standard um, for most people in our gym. But I know there's a 6-inch box that I can do. So I go grab the 6 inch and I make that happen. The point is, don't let that, it's too much of a cost for you to walk away from an exercise because you can't do it all. Frankly, I don't know if there will come a day when I can actually do all of the exercises, but I just keep on going, keep on coming, and that would be my advice to anyone else. Thank you for listening or watching. Good luck on your own fitness journeys. If there's any way I can help, please reach out. I look forward to hearing from you. As promised, my Minnesota Vikings bonus material. Really, the big reason I started this journey was so I could better enjoy life with my family, including my wife, Mary. And for us, that means Minnesota Viking football. We were fortunate to become season ticket holders in 2022, and we have fantastic seats on the 11th row in the West End zone. It's a crazy place to watch NFL football, and it's one of these things that I really enjoy, and it's one of the reasons that I want to do this is because 3 years ago, um, as I mentioned, I would have a hard time getting to the seat without getting out of breath. I would probably have to take pauses on the way in. Now we just walk a few blocks from where we park our car and go in there and have fun. My 61-inch waist did not really fit in those seats very well. And so even when I got there, I wasn't very comfortable standing as much as we stand for those football games. And we don't sit very much, especially as exciting as it's been. So I just thought it'd be fun to give everyone a taste of what it's like to see an NFL game from the 11th row. We're excited, of course, this year. The Vikings so far are 4-0, and they're heading to London this weekend. This is the last home game, which was against the Houston Texans. And so I thought I'd give you a taste of here's what the first touchdown looked like with Justin Jefferson from my vantage point.
It's too heavy.
And then here's what the last touchdown looked like from my vantage point. I didn't get a full recording of this one, but it was still a pretty great shot. And we just have so much fun going to these games, rooting for the Vikings. As you can see, we have fun getting dressed up. And, it's just so much fun to do this and enjoy NFL football. And I'm so grateful that I've made the progress I have. And Well, Skull Vikings.